athletes from around the world who've gathered together to give their best.
And they kept it going right to the very end. We've got a lot to wrap up before we show you the highlights from a very different closing ceremony.
From the velodrome to the boxing ring, Team GB was determined to go out in style. Here's what's coming up.
From cycling royalty to marathon royalty right now, Kenya's Eliud Kipchoge ran the first ever sub-2-hour marathon, a groundbreaking moment in sport. Today, he was looking to defend his Olympic title on the streets of Sapporo. Absolutely incredible. And could another new chapter be wrote right now? Because no Welsh boxer has ever won Olympic gold. Lauren Price is looking to change that today and is aiming to join Nicola Adams as Great Britain's only female Olympic champion. Before she left for Tokyo, she had a royal engagement with one of her biggest fans. Well, we know Nan Linda was cheering you on and you made everybody proud, Lauren, as you become the second British woman to win boxing gold. I am joined right now by a woman that managed to do it first in 2012 and 2003, but actually her performance was outstanding as well.
Yeah, she just made her opponent miss and then came back in and capitalised, and that was a stiff jab, you know, straight at you. But she was so fast with her feet, so fast with her hands, that the Chinese boxer didn't know what to do.
I love how you're standing here, you're giving it,
yeah,
and you're already in there. But you said her opponents have helped her.
Yeah, exactly the same. And it just passed.
As well, because the pressure that she must have felt going into the fight, but then she goes into a final with a different expectation on her. How?
Really, really well with that. And I'm morning watching, I was so nervous, and I was like...
You've inspired a lot of people, and now Lauren can go on. She's even already had tweets flood his biggest fan already. It's up on the screen. You can
to be able to sit back.
Throwing forward to 3 years' time, you had to go and do... She certainly did that. GB boxers overall 6 medals, 2 golds, and just like Lauren, inspiring so many people. She dreamed it, she believed it, and she did it. But smile, watching all those special moments again. But for the athletes still out in Tokyo, I suppose it's time to relax and enjoy the closing ceremony.
Yeah, so many of them have already come home because they had to leave 48 hours or within 48 hours of their event. So it's the ones that were competing late that are still there. And Laura Kenny, Britain's most decorated female Olympian, has the huge honour of carrying the flag at the closing ceremony. Hazel Irvine and Andrew Cotter with the commentary there, and a closing ceremony very much made for TV because it couldn't be so much of a live event.
And it's so good seeing all the different athletes walking out, and it does really bring a close. But it's a celebration also of all the hard work and everything that's built up to that moment. It's always a joyous moment.
Do you remember much about the London 2012 one?
I can't believe you've just done that. No, I can't. I had one too many drinks. It's a celebration.
Throw it forward, and a really good section there from Paris. And that's now only 3 years away. They'll become the second city to host the Summer Olympics 3 times.
Is this Alden's brilliant facts?
Well, that was just one of them.
It is?
Yeah, they've hosted, France as a country have hosted 3 Winter Olympics as well. And you know the new sport that's coming in?
No.
Breakdancing.
What?
Yes, breakdancing will be the new sport for Paris. But against all the odds, the Tokyo Olympics will go down in history as one of the most memorable and precious of all time. Fresh from commentating just there, Andrew Cotter reflects on the stories that resonated and the moments that mattered.
Exceeded all expectations, really, when it's come out. Actually, all athletes being able to adapt. And I suppose that quote where everyone says, you know, games have really highlighted that. We're seeing from other... We know what happened with Simone Biles for the last time. Let's recap the headlines from the final day of the Tokyo Olympics. I'm taking a breath right now because I don't want to do this, but we have to do this, Claire. With thanks to everyone behind the scenes here at the BBC, to the friends and the family who have really shared their joy with us, to everyone who supported the team along the way and made them feel that they are valued and that they are loved.
And most of all, thank you to all the athletes who have made us gasp in admiration and brought much-needed joy.
Here's to Paris in 3 years' time, but until then, we will always aim to be faster, higher, stronger.
And in the words of the new Olympic motto, we will do it together. Now they've brought it home, it's time for Team GB to come home. And I warn you, this may make you cry.